Well, it's time to paint. Just getting the space ready. I use this area as a spray booth, so I sweep it up, vacuum it, get some plastic down, and set up for painting. The bottom tool here, put that last coat of wax on there, and start masking it off. I have this template here I made, so I can just scribe some lines on there. Always plastic everything to the floor. We don't get overspraying the tables or anything. Over years, it accumulates and they get trashed. So masking off the stripes that are going to be white, the areas that are going to be white. So I'll paint the black first, then I'll unmask those and spray white. Ready to mix up some paint here, starting with the black. I've been painting for a long time, and I always have had trouble with fish eyes. I'm sure that any of you that have painted on top of a waxed surface have experienced this, but I've had excellent results, and I wish I would have known this sooner, but about a year ago, my painter buddy told me to use straight acetone instead of for my reducer. And so ever since I've been doing that, it's like I virtually have zero fish eyes. You still have to be careful. You can't just pile it on all at once right away, but it makes all the difference in the world. So if you paint inside molds and you're using a paint system that gets paint hardener and reducer, try it. I think you'll thank me later. Here's the gun I use. It's an Iwata WS400 Evo. It comes with I think it came with a 1.2 millimeter tip, and I swapped it out for a 1.4. I'm still able to dial it down to a really fine mist, but with the 1.4, I can pile it on if I want to. So I like to use flash tape for my lines, but I only had the thick flash tape. And so there's always a problem with right there in that corner. If you're using the thick, it doesn't like to stay folded up in there. Basically, it's like a lot of pressure on the tape. So you kind of get that little bit of a bleed there, but not sweating it. But if for what it's worth, there's some really thin flash tape that works better, and that doesn't happen so easy. So anyway, I had this masked off. These are the areas that are going to get white. There's the color scheme right there for the bottom. So you spray the dark color first. So now I'll spray this. I'll spray this white, and it's okay to just get some white paint behind the black. You won't see it. So white tips, white stripe. So I'm really spraying some light passes here in the beginning, just to get like a very thin, even tack on the surface. And once everything looks good and I don't see any fish eyes or anything, it's pretty well safe to add more and keep laying it on there until you get a good coat. The acetone, it just makes it flash off really fast, and so you don't have to really wait in between coats. Although I did have a little bit of a trouble with the blue, as you'll see coming up here, but so far so good. Everything's going smooth. Well, I got the top tool in here, and it gets an extra set of, not really an extra set of stripes, but it's just a different, there's like a 2-stage process to paint this one. When I sprayed the blue, there's only 2 blue stripes, and so I was kind of hurrying because I already had white sitting in a pot from when I sprayed the bottom, and so I was kind of afraid it was going to gel up a little bit, but I also only had 2 blue stripes, and so I'm going right back and forth between the 2 without really giving it much time to flash off or anything. And so I thought I was done, but when I took another look at it, I realized that there was some fish eyes there, so I had to go back and spray it a little bit, and then onto the yellow. I like that yellow, nice bright yellow. And then I'll unmask the tips here and then bring in the white, and then I'll spraying the white to back up the yellow as well, just so it's brighter. If you put, black carbon behind it, it kind of dulls it down. So paint came out really good. Unmask the floor, make a burrito there, and get ready for the layup. Just finished the paint. Turned out really good. I'm gonna make some skin templates, fabric templates in the morning, and I'll put the outer skin in here, which will be 1 layer of 2-ounce fiberglass veil and 1 layer of 1K plain weave. And for the rest of the layup, I'll sort it out, but I just haven't got there yet. But over tomorrow, I'll probably have a handle on what I'm putting in here. Here's a little paint template I made. It's 1 piece, and it does left and right, top and bottom, if I keep this, the layout the same, which is, I'm pretty happy with it. And then I use a little, what is this? Little deep reach marker. So very skinny tip, fits in this little 1/8 slot. Those are handy. So this just pins onto the alignment pinholes in the mold, and it's really quick to lay out the paint lines with that. All right, more to come.